So I have finally reached the point where I'm leaving, we're all leaving this Oltenia region with shrewd people. They tend to have a reputation of being smart and a bit shrewd, I think. This is not, there are all sorts of jokes, and this is a case where the reputation is not really bad. As you know, they have all sorts of not nice, that's not good, I'm not getting into that, don't worry. Jokes with these are thinking slow, so they come into a bar and one says, let me tell you jokes with this sort of people. And he says, well, but I am from that region. Never mind, don't worry, I'll tell it to you slowly, and so on. Others in other parts of the region, of this land, have a reputation of being slow. These would be witty, I guess. Alas, they don't vote right. They vote with the new communists, with the crooks, and I don't like that about them. I don't think that's really too smart, but nevertheless, let's move on with joy in my case. I'll just say that they have a peculiar way of talking. Făcui, fusei, mersei, zisei. That's the perfect, simple perfect, which is not used really in other parts of the country. So we said goodbye. It ended in a bit of a mess as it started, and as I mentioned, with those hosts being maybe caught receiving some small gifts, but then the fuss might be, could have been, has been perhaps, much bigger than the few bottles of wine and whatever they received. Much ado about nothing. There it is. We moved on. Thank God. Alhamdulillah. Bismillah. And we went to Arad, to the frontier, because our friends from England have accomplished their mission. They've given whatever they had in their van, a white Ford was it, and now they were on their way home. And our last leg of the trip was up to the frontier, to the Hungarian border. Not exactly, we stopped in Arad, the city, which was 50 kilometers or so from Hungary, where we would spend the night in a hotel. We said goodbye to John Foster. We knew we were going to see each other again, and we did, a year from that time, and we never saw again the partner. Since we said we hate him at the railway station in Craiova, I didn't say it, but I was the one making this stupid joke, cruel joke for him, I guess. He said goodbye, never returned, probably. We went to the hotel, and it was Socrate, me, and this nymphomaniac. Perhaps she was not really a nymphomaniac, but she acted on the way to Arad like one to some extent. She kept frisking, she kept laying on my legs and so on, which was both interesting, exciting, promising, and embarrassing. Was this friend was at that time, I don't know, 50, maybe 60, and he was a serious woman. The man who was already blown away by all this, and now a woman interested in and willing, ready to have sex. A few millimeters behind his back. Maybe she was going to have sex. You never know with these people here. She did. We did eventually in the hotel in Arad. And I remember something like this. She asked, what is it that I would prefer? Oral sex, blowjob, or normal sex? And I opted for normal sex for some reason, which we had though in a not craziest place, in the bathroom. I'm not sure if Socrate, as I call him, was still in the room. He went out. He was too tired. He didn't mind anyway. She was already all over me in the van and expressing all the sexy, lurid, whatever, vulgar gestures. So there was nothing more he can. He could see, got used with it. I don't know it, and the details are not really the point here. It just happened. Then again, in Bucharest, we met a few times, but not more, because at that time, and throughout most of my, let's say, young years, I was in love a few times, but then most of those years have been passed jumping from one relationship to another. In and Out of Love, Imagination, that's a band I loved in those days. And they have a few songs good. Body Talk, In and Out of Love. I keep falling in and out of love. I keep falling in and out of love. That was me. Or to end also, to end with a joke from Pretty Zana. Jack Nicholson has this dialogue with Kathleen Turner. They're both hit people, hit man and hit woman for the mob. And Jack Nicholson is in love with her. In fact, no. He says he loves her. I'm never gonna forget. I'm never gonna forget anything about this day. I'm never gonna forget your dress. What's that they're playing? Wherever we go, this is gonna be our song. She says, I think I'm in love with you. And he refers to magazines. In the magazines, what do you mean in love? Fall in and out of love? The same thing he talks about.